So then guys, exciting news! Today I want to tell you about 3 big upgrades for the Apple Watch Series 11, what is coming out later on this year. But just quickly guys, let me give you a brief history lesson of where we are with the Apple Watch series at the moment. So the most current Apple Watch series we have right now is the Apple Watch Series 10, and this was announced in 2024. And I would actually say this was probably the first time that Apple have completely updated the design of the Apple Watch in a long time. That's if you want to actually call it an actual update. The main big difference about this watch was the faces were even larger. In fact, the actual main face, the actual main screen on the larger model is actually slightly bigger than the Ultra 2 screen. It was absolutely crazy. And then we also got the Apple Watch to be 10% slimmer than the previous models that we've ever had in the past. Now, the Apple Watch now has been out for over 10 years, and obviously there's loads of apps, there's lots of health features and things like this, and so many people have it as a sort of second companion to, say, their iPhone, and also control their music, and also, like I said, to help them out in fitness and things like this too. But the Apple Watch Series 11 looks like it could be shaking up a few little bits and pieces. What I am going to say straight away is don't expect a brand new design for the Apple Watch Series 11, because we just got the updated design with the Series 10, but there's going to be a lot of things that you might be interested to hear about. And let's talk about the first big upgrade that we've heard about, and that is to do with the actual main screen. We've been told from this leak right here that the potential of having an OLED display might be completely dropped with the Apple Watch, and that micro LED might be coming in its place instead, and that micro LED technology has got so good now that the actual resolution is so clear. In fact, it's better than what Apple can do in the little OLED display on, say, an Apple Watch, and also it would be even brighter than what we have right now. The other cool thing too with the mini LED is that we've even heard that Apple have managed to optimize this to actually even give us even better efficiencies with it. So this would extend out the battery life a little bit more. Because at the end of the day, even though the Apple Watch Series 10 was made 10% slimmer, Apple didn't actually opt to make the battery life any larger. Now, what I am going to say here is that the battery life, don't expect it to be gaining like 30% more efficiencies or anything like that. It's just only going to be a little bump up like in your daily life. So maybe you have to squeeze an extra hour out of it or something like this. But the main thing is that to go along with that is that you would have a brighter display, and also that you'd have crisper images actually appearing on your Apple Watch. And then moving on to the second big upgrade is all to do with sensors inside of it. Now, this next one, I wouldn't say it's an upgrade, what I would say to begin with, and that is, do you remember the blood oxygen level sensor where, you know, Apple kind of got sued for that in the past? Well, it looks like that Apple could potentially have revised it, and obviously it doesn't infringe on any other kind of patents out there, and that the blood oxygen sensor is coming back. But we might also be getting another sensor being added, and this is a blood pressure sensor being added to the Apple Watch 2. And this is going to be really helpful to actually get the blood oxygen back, because it's something we all do miss. And then also for the actual blood pressure, that's going to be really useful for a lot of people out there who do suffer from high blood pressure and also from low blood pressure too. And also this is going to really help us out for, say, like the mindfulness app and things like this, to keep us a little bit calm and also to help us out there. And especially I can imagine with Apple AI that, you know, with the ability here paired up with your phone, this might be really, really useful to have. But what I would be saying is that there hasn't been any news at the moment of a blood glucose sensor coming out for the Apple Watch Series 11 as of yet. So it doesn't look likely that that is coming this year in 2025, unfortunately. Now, the third big upgrade is all to do with the Apple Watch band. Well, specifically, I would say how the Apple Watch band actually connects to the Apple Watch right now. It looks like that Apple could be finally updating this and actually putting on some little port sort of holes, so when the new bands come out, that maybe more sensors could actually be added to the band, or even the potential that even batteries could be added to the band to extend out the battery life. At the end of the day, we've actually had the same band design design, or the actual same fixture design, I should say, ever since the first Apple Watch, what came out back in like 2014, 2015, whenever it was back then. And really, it hasn't changed whatsoever. The same idea, exactly the same, and it looks like that Apple could be changing this. And with this, like I said, there is so many possibilities that we could get with this. We could be getting, say, a camera added onto a band, like I said already, batteries, or we might even be able to get some new sensors added onto the band too, what is going to be really awesome. As we can see in these leaks that we have right here, that Apple may finally take the decision to upgrade, like I said, the way how we put the band on. And we have heard in the past it could be magnets or something like this, but we'll just have to wait and see. But I think this is going to be definitely a great move for Apple to do, because like I said, the actual watch, it's jam-packed with full of features right now. There's not much more you can fit in there, but obviously with the Apple bands, you could definitely upgrade these and change these and have different kind of abilities, what would be really, really awesome to see. Something else that would be really awesome to see is to have one of these on your desk. Well, specifically what's inside this box on your desk. What is a M4 Pro Mac Mini, and this is what I'm giving away on the channel giveaway. And in fact, it's happening extremely soon. So that's right, guys. I'm giving away an M4 Pro Mac Mini to one lucky subscriber on this channel. And this one here is the baseline version. So this has got 24 gigabytes of RAM, 512 gigabytes of storage, and I'm giving it away to one lucky subscriber at the end of this March time. So literally, it's not that far away at all. But the great news is you can still enter in right now. All you have to do to enter into this giveaway is quite simple at this stage. All you have to do is just put down in the comments below of what technology gear you're hoping to get in 2025. This can be Apple related or non-Apple related. So maybe you are going to get yourself a new Apple Watch. Maybe you're going to get yourself a new MacBook Air or MacBook Pro. Maybe you're going to get yourself the new Nintendo Switch 2. I'm definitely going to get one of them. Or maybe it's going to be one of the new DJI Pro drones that have just come out. That would be really awesome as well. Well, let me know in the comments below what you're planning to get. And then the other thing I'm going to say is that the other part of the giveaway, more information, I can tell you now, is going to be happening this week for it. And with that, you won't want to miss out on the video what I'm going to make to give you more information. So the best thing you can do is make sure you subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell, because in that video will be the second part of this giveaway where there will be a form to fill in too. I'll give you the details in that video, and plus I'll be giving you the date of when I'm going to be doing the live stream of this Mac Mini giveaway. And you won't want to miss out on that, so make sure you do that right now. Now, the other thing I just want to quickly say is that sadly there are still lots of scammers and spammers out there. People still impersonating me, telling you to WhatsApp, Telegram, Instagram direct message. Please do ignore these people. Best so you can see right here. Please do report them. So finally, what about the release date and price for the Apple Watch Series 11, and also I might as well say the Ultra 3 as well? Well, more than likely Apple are going to announce the next generation of the Apple Watches this September time, alongside the iPhone's 17 models, including the 17 Pro and that brand new 17 Air, and also some new AirPods as well potentially. And then we'll also be getting these Apple Watches too. And what we'll be actually getting at is probably two different sizes. Again, I'll give you some details about the price in a second, but Apple likes to do this event for, say, the Apple Watches and the iPhones and everything like that around the sort of early teens of September time every year. And it's more than likely this is when they're going to do that in September. But then to actually get the new Apple Watch on your wrist, as it were, well, that'll probably be about 10 days to 2 weeks later. So sort of end teens of September, early sort of 20s of September time is when you'll be able to get your hands, or I should say get the actual Apple Watch on your wrist, on and ready. So that's going to be really awesome there. But then for the actual price, well, things are a little bit in the air here. Right now, the Apple Watch Series 10, to get the actual smaller face version, so this is the 42mm version, well, that actually starts at $399 US. And remember, that's the GPS models, not even the cellular version. And then the actual slightly larger screen one, the 46mm one, that costs $30 more, $429 US, again, the GPS version. And at the moment, it could be staying exactly the same price unless sort of tariffs and things like this interfere with the costing. So yeah, there is the potential it could go up. Now, what I would also say is if you don't live in the US, the other thing I'm going to mention is obviously import fees and things like this, and also how much your currency is against the US dollar will affect how much the Apple Watch Series 11 will cost you. At the end of the day, Apple need to make the same amount of profit for their Apple Watches no matter where they sell them in the world. So just be aware of that. But really guys, that is the latest and greatest on the Apple Watch Series 11. Are you excited for it? Are you going to be upgrading to one? Well, let me know in the comments below. And with that as well guys, it's time to wrap up this video too. So if you have enjoyed watching it, please do press the like button. Also, if you want to hear the latest Apple news, reviews and comparisons, make sure you subscribe to this channel and also hit that notification bell too. Until next time guys, I'll see you really soon. Take care. Bye bye.